Hello and welcome to another HP Gaming GameLINK video. My name is Matt and today we've got a little something that we're going to be unboxing for you today. Nice, quick, something simple for you. This is something that's a bit more adult, so it's actually a good thing that Charlotte is not here. She's in school today and that's why she can't join me for this unboxing video. But today we're going to be taking a look at Cyanide Happiness and Skybound's Trial by Trolley, a party game about trolley murder for 3+ players, ages 14 and up, because it does deal with some mature themes, and probably plays about 15 to 20 minutes depending on how much fun you are having. It's pretty straightforward from what I understand. For those of you who haven't come across this one before, you are given a series of moral dilemmas as to who deserves to die more. Lesser of two evils, or something much more sinister, you decide. Without further ado, let's get into it. So, if you're not familiar with Cyanide and Happiness, there's other games, Joking Hazard, and other things like that. I think there's a webcomic series as well, which is what originally this is all based upon. But Trial by Trolley is using that style of comic book style panel, drawings and characters, and putting them in situations that allow you to basically, I don't know, it's a bit sick and twisted, but that's why we kind of like it. Think Cards Against Humanity, but in a comic book form. That's sort of where we're at. Plastic goes on the floor. We're going to get into this one. I don't know if I'll need my trusty pocket knife, but we'll see how we go. The box is quite heavy. It's about the same size as the base Cards Against Humanity game, which is quite reasonable. It's apparently a lot of cards and tokens and things inside though. As you can see, the box art here, we've got our little friend, the trolley conductor, making a moral dilemma. Does he take out someone who's at the end of their life, or does he take out someone who hasn't really lived at all and save the senior citizens? Because it's 2 versus 1, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Alright, let's get into it. As it says on the front of the box, a party game of moral dilemmas and trolley murder. Or what we would call a tram, I guess, here in Australia. Let's just pop that one to the side. We've got a rules sheet at the top there, which talks about game setup. And I do mean sheet, it's literally just this. Nothing too crazy. This is a very simple sort of instruction on how to play the game. You can see here the pictorials showing that you've got the tracks, so you've got the conductor at this end and the 2 teams at the opposite end. You lay out the cards, your innocents, your guilties, and then of course the modifiers, and then the conductor has to try and make a decision while you all yell and scream at them, trying to convince them to murder the other team's track. That's basically it. And then of course the amount of tokens or people that they murder. Oh, see, there you go. Very clever. Putting in baggies in boxes, always a good decision. Okay, so now we're getting into the nitty-gritty. This is the token sheet. These guys here, nice punchboard tokens, not just little cardboard sheets. You've got a conductor token. Punch him out. There you go. Conductor token, which is nice thick chipboard. And then you've got all the death tokens, and the death tokens are double-sided. So you've got a standard single death token, but then on the back you've got here a triple kill token. So at the end of a round, when you ultimately decide as conductor which track you're going to send the trolley down and murder everybody, you will get 1 death token per victim on that track. And at the end of the game, when everyone's had a turn of being conductor, the person with the fewest amount of these will be the winner, because they've obviously morally executed things. Executed? That's not the word I should use. Morally made some stronger decisions or more ethical decisions. And then we've got the board, which is literally this one here. It's very simple. Conductors on this side, the 2 teams sit opposite and obviously campaign for their side's demise. The other side's just blank. Nothing too spectacular about that. Could it have been a thick card like this? Probably. Would that have upped the cost of the game? Probably. Would I have still purchased it or be showing you this video if they had and it was a little bit more expensive? Probably yes. It's still quite a popular game, so I don't think that would have been too much to ask. Having said that, it's quite durable. If you did have it, if you don't have it, you probably don't need to necessarily play with this, but it's nice to have it on display anyway. Okay, cards. Now, Cards Against Humanity is all about cards. This game obviously is all the same. I just want to point out too that the trolley conductor cartoons on the side of the box are quite cool. They've got all the way around, and they're obviously having a bit of a moral dilemma as to which way they move forward. All right, let's get into some cards and show you what this game is all about. Oh, they've got pulls on them. I love it when they have little pull things on them. It makes it a lot easier. It's got to find where it is, and we can get in there. So there's different cards. There are good cards or angel cards that have, I'll show you, plastic on the floor. They have this back, so little angel cards there, or victim cards. And then you've got what we look at, some devil cards or guilty cards, which we'll get into a bit later on. And then I think you've got modifiers, which allow you to change up either the good or bad cards in your favour. But we'll go through some of those. I won't go through all of the cards because that would just take too long. And this is only going to be a short little one today, but at least it gives you something to have a look at and see what the game is like, because it is available obviously at hpgaming.com.au. And I think it's going to be, once we all get out of this lockdown situation and we can visit each other on a proper basis, this is going to be very popular for parties and events and that social gaming atmosphere that we know and love. Alright, that we've all been missing, I suppose. Let's open up these ones as well in advance. You know what, let's just go through some of these first. Let's start with these angel cards here. So the victim cards have all sorts of caricatures from pop culture as well, lots of references similar to Cards Against Humanity, and this one is no exception. Get in my phone booth, there's no time to explain. A heroic time-travelling alien who wants to take you on an epic adventure. Would you want to kill him off or not? That's the question, and it's done up like Peter Tabaldi from obviously Doctor Who. Your dad. Wow. This game just got intense. So you're the conductor and you've got to decide whether or not you kill off a Time Lord who wants to take you on some crazy adventures, or your dad. Decisions, decisions, decisions. A friendly dragon that will let you ride the dragon. The Holy Grail. A sexy vampire who's super into you. A bunch of kids playing on the tracks. Now, do you send the trolley down there? There's moral dilemmas across the board. So there's obviously huge stacks. Let's just pick out some at random here. Let's just see what's in this stack here. A team of superheroes uniting to save the world. Do you want to murder those guys? Abraham Lincoln back from the dead? All of your mum's closest friends? A CDC transporting a cool new strain of highly contagious plague? A group of close-knit teen friends on their last day together before they leave for college. A hopeful pioneering family, the last unicorn, a scientist that will one day discover how to clone dinosaurs. I don't know whether that's a good idea. We've seen Jurassic Park. Keanu Reeves. That's a great little picture. I love it. I love it. Mind you, if you've seen the John Wick movies and Keanu Reeves was on the track, John Wick might just turn around and punch the trolley in the face. So I guess he might survive. I don't know. Let's just put these ones to the side here for now. Oops. Let's get into some nasties. Because sometimes it's all about the nasties. Let's see what we've got in the nasty box there. That one's not going to split for me. There we go. More plastic on the floor. Yeah, I'm actually excited to play this once we get out of lockdown. I think this is something you could do over Zoom, provided one person obviously had all the cards and things and was sort of acting as a mediator, a la werewolf or something like that. If they had a Zoom meeting, they could block off everyone else, to stop them from seeing other people's cards, and then of course they could make the decisions, which is really cool. I'm just going to cut into the middle of the deck. And let's see what we've got on the guilty side, the sort of cards we can expect to see. So you can see there again the guilty symbol, which is quite cool. Then we've got here a horde of zombies running towards you. Well, that's pretty straightforward. They're easy enough to tick off. And then you've got here a grumpy old dragon sitting on a hoard of treasure. Get that treasure. A timeshare salesman with some really enticing offers. Yes, they can definitely go on the murder track as far as I'm concerned. Evil witch that steals and eats children. Yep. Traffic officer in the middle of writing you a ticket. Yeah, okay, we've all been there. I don't think we really want them to murder they're looking after us in all the ways. All records of your financial debt. You want to put that on the track and get rid of it. What else? We've got time for a few more of these. Let's see. A bunch of mafia thugs. A ruthless and deadly hitman. The leaders of the Illuminati. A KKK recruitment center. A guy in a creepy van trying to lure children with ice cream. A small child who will one day accidentally murder your best friend. Really? Yeah, he's going on the track. It's funny, my best friend is actually called Matt, so I feel like I'd be killing myself if I let that guy live. Nasty business. All right, what do we got here? It looks like we've got a couple of combined packs, so we'll start with this one first. Now these are the modifiers, so they allow you to, they're usually played either for or against, because they might be beneficial to increase the odds of your track being morally the best one to save, but they could also make one of the others immoral. So obviously the choice is yours how you decide to play those cards. So the way it works, you'll have roughly 3 people per team, or at least if you've got 3 players, one person's the conductor, and then the other players represent the members of the other team. And you'll select a hand of 3 angel cards, 3 evil or guilty cards, and 3 modifiers, and you'll end up playing a random angel card to each track. Then from each team, one person will play an angel card to their track, one person will play a villain card or an evil guilty card to their track, and then the other player final player will play a modifier card in that order, all the while trying to convince the conductor to murder the other team's track. And ultimately, the decision lies solely with the conductor as they careen down the trolley to its undead demise. Let's have a look at a couple more villains. What have we got here? Some of the guilty cards, the top one there is the Kardashians. That should just always be on the track. I think that's almost like an insta-win card. We've had enough of the Kardashians, I think. A thief planning to rob your home tonight. A swarm of killer bees flying straight towards you. A deadly bear with a human brain. Ouch. Ouch. Some crazy cartoons, but I like it. And then we've got some modifiers. Let's have a look. Let's cut to the middle of the deck here and just see what we've got. Let's grab a stack. Okay, so the way these work, you play these and the arrow points to a particular individual or person or object or thing, and then obviously the modifier takes effect. So this particular person tortured a lot of people during the war. Ouch. Is the only caretaker of their aging parents. Is rushing home to take care of their sick baby. Oh wow. Will not stop playing the didgeridoo. Always making a duck face. Is 1 month away from finishing a machine that will put you out of a job. Right. So for example, if I was to have a park ranger helping an endangered tortoise cross the tracks, let's see, and he's going to replace your boss in about 3 months. So that caring person's going to become your boss in 3 months. Would you save them or would you kill them? The choice is yours. Moral dilemmas across the board. I love it. I love it. I love it. And that's pretty much it. So again, the way you play the game, you take 3 of these, 3 of these, and 3 of these. You will get 1 drawn from the deck at random for each track, and then obviously play an angel card, a guilty card, and then a 1 modifier, and then convince the trolley master to make their decision as to what they're going to do. Very simple game. We're going to try and get a group together once we can get out of this lockdown that we're in and the restrictions are eased, and then we might get this to the table and have a bit of a crack and show you how it all sort of works. Very, very simple, designed to be a quick party game that you can play for as long or as little as you like. But I think it's one we're going to get quite a bit of fun out of, which is awesome. As always, folks, if you have any questions about anything you've seen here or any of the other videos, by all means, pop a comment in the comments below. We'll get back to them when we get a chance. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and also click that little bell so you get notified when we post something new. If you've got any requests, by all means, pop them in the comments or send us an email, and make sure you check out the website hbgaming.com.au and join the Facebook page as well, so you stay up to date with everything we've got going on. And if you are one of our fantastic Patreon subscribers, we really appreciate your support. Thank you very, very much. And obviously we've got our game crates shipping now as well. So by all means, make sure that you jump in and look after yourselves and each other in these trying times. And if nothing else, play games, but play nice. Bye for now.